Welcome back, guys. This Power Surge here bring you another episode of, well, not really another episode. This Power Surge here bring you an episode of drawing tutorials, because I can't call it anything else besides a generic name. And where we start off, I'm going to show you how to draw a body. But part 1 would include the basic structure, like a structural beam. You have to have a basic structure just so the whole thing doesn't, end up falling apart into rubble, stuff like that, But anyways, the basic structure would include a line, and just 3 things just to get it started. A top circle for the head, a middle ovalish oval for the upper torso, and the lower circle for the upper lower half, because I don't know what else I could call it. Upper lower half. Okay, essentially these are, well, the basics of anything. You're free. Actually, let's add a line right there, just like a little engraving, so we know where the ribs start. Okay, so essentially that's the basics of just, the body. I mean, you're free to explore with that. You can make a giant oval like that and an oval like this, then reshape it so you could have a muscular looking person. Although I don't know why I don't do that anymore. I should probably do that some more. But anyways, that's the basics of the body. That's your standard head, standard upper torso stuff, standard upper lower body, excuse me. Okay, so moving on from step 1, we have step 2, arms and shoulders. And the arms and shoulders are basically, the basic structure of the arms, which are, what we use to draw, because, without arms, we couldn't really do anything. We'd only be able to, we'd basically be borderline paraplegic. Actually, no, that's exactly what it's called. We'd be paraplegic, so we wouldn't, we couldn't hold stuff open to be nice for people. We couldn't cut stuff. I'm implying suicidal tendencies, but yeah, we couldn't hold things open without our arms. So let's continue into the same thing. Okay, so for our arms, God, it's always hard to find this thing. For our arms, we want to have 2 joints right here. These joints are just, the shoulder joints, the shoulder joints. What else could you call these things? I was gonna call them shoulder plates. Shoulder joints. Here. And from there we continue with a thin line so we know where to go. And usually these lines, this line will signify, this line that I'm drawing right here will signify the upper arm, not the wrist or anything, the upper arm where the elbow meets the rib. Okay. The upper arm, where the upper arm ends, it usually meets up where the side of the rib is. So say this is the side of the rib right here. You just meet a line right here. Like if you're just doing this for basic anatomical purposes. I don't know if this is always, because I don't have time for anatomy. Yeah, that's basically the upper arm. We got the upper arm right here, and then over here we got another joint. Can you guess what it is? Yes, it's the elbow joint, because I keep on forgetting what these things are called. You don't need fancy terminology to decipher what everything is. God damn, the names for human body parts. Okay, so now we're going to start off with another line. We're just going to bring the line in right here, because our arms aren't like really straight. If you were to just hold your arm out like that, it's not really straight. So yeah, it tends to like bend a little bit. If you could see right here, it's more like a two angle, if you could see from here. Okay, so what this line is the wrist, or also known as the lower arm. And after that, we could just add the hand. Probably a bit too dark, albeit. Also, please guys, help send me hand tutorials so I know what I'm doing. Okay, so from there, we already got the basic things. Shoulder joints, elbow joints, arm lines, also known as the actual arms of these characters. So right here we got mostly the basic proportions of a person. We got all the upper body proportion stuff down. Let's move on to part 3, the legs and stuff. Because remember, even with good arms, we can't really do anything without our legs. Let's be completely honest with that. Our legs are one of our most important features. Without them, yeah, again with the wheelchair, we wouldn't be able to move around. We wouldn't be able to kick our enemies. We probably wouldn't be able to beat people with our legs. I mean, you've seen those movies where you see all those other people kicking people. Doesn't that look like fun? When you want to kick someone in your life? Unless without your legs, you could actually become Professor X though. So that's a plus side. I mean, you'd become bald, but you'd have mind control powers and stuff like that. Anyways, from the front perspective, the legs are really just like the arms, except let me bring this up a bit. Okay, so from here, from the front part of the body, you just essentially just take this pen, you just drag a line down. We make it right here. Usually the hand to the knee, the hand is just at least one hand away from the knee. Remember that I can differentiate size to tell what it means, but you know, someone has to learn. Okay, so one of you guys has to learn this stuff and actually tell me. Okay, so right here we got the line for the upper thigh, or whatever it's called. I think it's thigh, upper thigh. Let me call it a thigh. Upper thigh. Then we put our joint right there. That would be the knee joint. Basic anatomy. I'm not trying to be a rocket science with this crap. And we put another, and I mean another, line to be the lower leg. The lower leg. Yeah, the lower leg. Then what I meant by stuff in the title card thing would be the feet. And I don't know how to draw feet, so shame on me for actually trying to teach you guys that. I'll probably crop that out later. But we're gonna move on to part 4. Extra detail, you know. Just little extras. What can we do on this? Okay, if we zoom in, we're gonna zoom in on the body right here. And on the body, we're just gonna add a little bit of meat just to signify, you know, that this is a person and that it's not a phase. Although I probably should have done it on a different. God damn it. Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of meat to the bones, even though this person looks like he's suffering from what's that? I can't remember. It's some kind of disease or that has to do with eating. I can't explain it. Okay, so we already got that. That would be the upper. This would be the upper torso, lower torso, or lower body, where like the stomach and stuff, the gut would be. Now here's how I do my shoulders. I just essentially make a pyramid and just like try to curve it out as I go along. I'm not going to do anything with that because that would require me to mess up. Okay, so around here we're going to curve a line around this ball, and I can't really tell how far the line should be, so I would just guess, and we just add 2 more lines around here. Probably bring this out a bit more. And end that there. Let's do the same to the other side. We just curve it up. Sure. I can flip it right. Okay. Okay, do the same thing essentially. Probably bring it out a little. Okay, now that we got that, we could put the lower arms. The lower arms, I don't know how to do well. I usually just, curve that and put this over here. No, I'm making myself look bad by just saying I don't know how to do stuff that relates to art. But just add a bit of meat. It doesn't, like, if you're going with a different style, just do what you. Oh god, that looks terrible. I'm gonna look this up later. There's just a sketch, so this isn't meant to be perfect. Okay, let's move on to the legs. The legs would be more important, so let's start outlining them. I'm gonna make them into pants because I can't really do much without it. And essentially we just, we use these lines right here, the lines as the outside of it. So we just bring those lines back down and thicken them out. And then we take the inner part and separate them into 2. I mean, like, still basic stuff. And then we just bring it down until we reach a point. And we reach that point. So right here is where it should stop. Okay, and right here we're going to draw the feet. So, all we need to do, if you're going to draw shoes, is curve out that square, add a line right here, that line right here, a few extra details. Good. Curve this out, the line right there, and another line, put a line right there, put a line right there. Probably put some details on there. There. You got a bot. Oh, forgot the head. Okay, for the head. God damn it. For the head, we just, I'm not gonna go into detail with the head right now. The head is its own separate video on its own. So right now, I should probably lower this down. Okay, so for the head, just for a basic structure, just put a line, draw a circle, put a line around it. And just, build around it. Make sure that both sides are even in terms of where the jaw location is. Because the mouth is always where the jaw is. The nose is somewhere above here. The ear should be somewhere right here. This I would consider the top part of the thing. This is where the eyes would go. And this is where everything else would go. Hair. Yeah. Put a neck right there. Ta-da! Well guys, this is the end of the tutorial. This is my tutorial, my terrible tutorial. I don't know why I made this. I really don't understand why I made this, but hopefully this helped you guys out. And this, even though this video is more of a joke, it's a legitimate way I draw. Even though I drew that oval, that body oval in the middle a bit too small. This one. Yeah, I drew it a bit too small. But anyways, yeah, if you guys like the video, just ask me to make more and I'll make more. If you guys want me to make more drawing videos more often, I'll do it. I just need more ideas, which you guys could actually provide me with. Well, not provide me, but you guys could help get me ideas. So until next time, I'll see you. And bye.